Why do we fail? Why do we pray and pray and pray, but some of us still end up on the short end of the stick? If God, our Father, wants us to be successful, then why do some of us fail only to watch others prosper? Let's define failure. Webster's dictionary defines failure as a failing to perform a duty or expected action. So again, I ask you, if you pray for it, then why isn't it coming to fruition? Are you not praying properly? Maybe you aren't saying the right words. Honestly, no. You're most likely saying the right words, but have the wrong mindset for success. How often do you pray with expectation? How often do you pray generally but not specifically? Do you pray with the expectation of success, or do you hold on to your old failures as you wait for it to fail? So used to not coming out on top that you're almost afraid of disappointing yourself. So rather than put it on God, you leave it to yourself. You pray as if you're afraid that if you don't get your desired result, it might disprove the existence of God. Hogwash. Listen to yourself. How insulted would you feel if you had $1 million and someone asked you for $5, but they asked as if you were broke and couldn't afford it? Surprised? Insulted? Well, how do you think God feels? If we were made in His image, then He has emotions and feelings too. Failure leads you closer to success. Sometimes you have to fail to become successful. Failure is nature's way of weeding out the good from the bad. Remember the dinosaurs? They existed only to fail. Can you imagine what would have happened to us if they succeeded? They would have succeeded to eat us, and we would have failed. Obviously, that wasn't God's choice for us. So He had to fail for us to become successful. When you learn to walk, you would often fall. You fell and fell and fell. Then one day you got it right and walked as if you were born to be upright. You have to stop being afraid of failure and embrace success. Because we get so used to failure, we build up bad habits which ultimately lead to our demise. Successful people build successful habits. They work on ways to be successful. If they're a musician, they practice daily. If they are a basketball player, then they shoot and dribble daily. If they are an academic, they do academics daily. And if it's you need to pray daily. People who fail also form habitual patterns that lead to their failure. Now, I may get in trouble for this, but I want to give you one more example. How many times have you seen someone say they want to get married and be in a loving, caring, and successful relationship, but they continue to choose partners who have the same habits, vices, or attitudes? They go from one cheater to another cheater, from one abuser to another abuser, one loser to another loser. They keep choosing the same type of partners and getting the same type of results. Is that not the definition of insanity? Why? Fear of being transformed by the renewal of their minds. So how do you become successful? Think, live, and pray with expectation. Know that you deserve success and never allow yourself to be limited by other people's limitations. You are not them. You have limitless ability as a child of God. Your faith is your fuel, and your mind is the steering wheel to drive your car of success. You want success? Change your circle of friends. If they're your biggest naysayers and doubters, besides, no one can give you success. It comes from the fire that burns within. They can only point you in the right direction at best. But remember, you can lead a horse to water, but, well, you know the rest. Again, get that dirt off your shoulder. Why keep haters in your back pocket? Matthew 18:20 says, "For where there are 2 or 3 that gather in my name, there am I with them. So why surround yourself with disbelievers? The more people you have around you that believe in you, the greater your chances of success. Or as in the book of Amos 3:3, can two walk together except they be agreed? Your success can almost be guaranteed through agreement and prayer. You see, when your thoughts and desires are in alignment, or rather in agreement with God's will, success is inevitable. So from this day forth, pray with expectation of success. You have surrounded yourself with people who believe in you. You have formed and practiced successful habits. Your desires are in agreement with God's will for your life, but more importantly, you are no longer afraid of being successful. Embrace what God has for you and embrace your success.